Hey, Peter, do you want to hear some trivia?
Oh, mate, I love a good game of trivia.
Guess what happens when a chook and two pelicans get together?
What's that, mate?
A clucking good time. That's right, you pelicans. The wobbly chook has jumped on board, keeping the bird presence strong. Whether you like a pale ale, brown ale, IPA, or a lager, the wobbly chook has you catered. Crafted from Yamba's finest chooks.
Better still, Mick, how do we get some wobbly chook?
That's easy, P2. Jump online at www.wobblychookbrewingco.com or pop into 26 Cole Street in the heart of Yamba.
And have a clucking good time.
Cluck out.
Cuckoo! Always remember, don't be a mud gudgeon and drink responsibly.
Welcome back to another episode of the Two Pelicans podcast. So you would have just missed that.
G'day, you Pelicans.
Here he was, you were sort of hung up on his
Go and have a good time with them a bit later on.
Pelicans landing in 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Two Pelicans podcast. I'm Mick.
I'm Bo.
And we are the Two Pelicans here once again to make fishing great. Once again, one cast, one throw, one lure, one story, one yarn.
Fuck purple flowers.
And the purple flowers are on the downslope. So, yeah, look, we had the week off there last week. We sort of just had some conflicting appointments and, just couldn't quite get the people on at the right time. And a little bit of background to that is that, look, both Bo and I sort of have jobs where, you know, we're sort of can only sort of give a little bit of this every week. And look, and we appreciate other people too when we ask them to come on. Not everyone can do it because of their tight schedules. And, you know, that's just how these things happen. And look, we were going to try and rejig something, but work got in the way. And then the Jacaranda Festival and I might have just chooked myself to death on Thursday afternoon. I gave it a fair touch up. It was the first time I actually got a Jacker Thursday off where I didn't have any kids sporting commitments that I had to attend. So I gave it a fair nudge, you could say. And my bank balance sort of reflects that. So
Very nice, very nice.
Strangely enough, someone that we're going to talk to today, apparently I spoke to him on the phone half cut, so I can't remember that. But yeah, no, I had a good week. I had a week off fishing too, which, you know, was not great, but was okay. Just went and helped some friends on Saturday. Done the Jacaranda things with the kids, had the kids. Just went around and done that. Did a bit of painting, watched a tree drop on a car. It was nice. You know, just nice. Standard sort of weekend really for me. But and then Sunday, I think I hit a brick wall. I just had some time out, so to get myself ready for this week. So what did you get up to? Well, even that last fortnight or whatever, I don't know what we've been up to.
I had Bass Electrics.
That's right. So you do have that, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Yep.
But yes, you had the Bass Electrics, Hins Dam.
Yep.
Good
weekend.
Good weekend. Yeah, no, very good. How were you happy with everything that went down there?
Yeah.
I've seen you pretty good on the net.
On the net?
Yeah. I just seen you just netting your partner's fish.
Oh yeah, no. Apparently, the big boss man doesn't have the camera out when I'm hooked on. Like,
right, okay.
We sort of
Pixie's audience, you could say.
Yeah, no, we sort of might have whacked a few there on the spoon towards the end. There was nothing huge there, but whenever you're catching fish on spoons, it's always fun.
Yeah.
Look, as you saw, it made good content.
What else have you been up to? What happened this weekend just past?
Just flat out with work, man. Jacaranda.
Work, Jacaranda. Like for you, chef, this time of year, coming into silly season, the days are going to get long, aren't they?
Yeah. They all just jam into one. I've got the organisation for Bass Electrics for next year. I've got a busy Monday coming up, and then literally after Tuesday when we do our podcast, I'm off. I've taken a week off work, and
what are you doing?
Literally packing up the car, and I am just driving north. I don't know what I'm doing.
Cool.
Jumping in the car. We'll find out in a couple of weeks.
That sounds exciting.
We'll find out in a couple of weeks in the podcast.
Interesting. And what are you Han Soloing, or are you going with someone else?
Not going with someone else. And we're just gonna
Okay.
Just mosey our way up to as far as we can drive in 6 days, and then shit ourselves on the 6th day and realize, holy fuck, we're going to get back in a day to go back to work.
Okay. Any boats going on this adventure?
Don't know yet.
Don't know. Okay.
Don't know.
All right. No, very good. Look, I thought two things I just wanted to mention, and sorry while I'm just trying to organise my phone skills. They're pretty ordinary while I'm trying to do a podcast, I tell you. We had a great, now I'm going to try and paraphrase this. We had an email come into one of our listeners, obviously supportive of the show, all the rest of it. It was good to see, and I'm going to get me glasses on for this one.
Old man spectacles are on.
Yeah,
it's getting
because
serious.
the writing's quite small, and yeah, there we go. So I'll try and read this the best that I can, but it was just someone's just reached out to say that two local guys from the Hunter region just recently went over and competed in the US Bass Open over there. I don't know which Lake Mojave in Nevada. The guys competed as co-anglers. So these guys were, so shout out to Peter Messenger and Tony Neal.
Yep.
Guys competed as co-anglers. Peter was lucky enough to be leading after day one. Day two was cancelled due to the high winds. Unfortunately, Pete faded away on the third day. And just mentioned that, last year that, Jamie that sent this in also went, and they've been doing it. And they're looking to plan a trip with the guys, or they've been talking about it with the Sydney the Sydney Brim tournament guys. There's I can't think of the series that it's called there. It's probably written here. But, yeah, he just sort of mentioned that we should get someone on there that sort of competed in that. And there was pretty good sort of conversation, and something that was consistent in his email to us was that the use of downsizing line size, which, we spoke to Byron and Tommy about there in the past. But
I think early on back in the day, Cole had a lot of success when he fished light when he was first over there too.
Yeah, but it just sort of goes on to say that, I think Jamie was the person that was with an ex Bass Elite guy that also was on The Bachelor US TV, Byron Velvic. So, on day two when I fished with, So it's just a bit of it was an interesting email. I appreciate that. Jamie, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sort of paraphrase that into something and reach out to maybe Tony or someone there in regards to what happened. But and also just gave us a good bit of feedback as well. And just this is what this platform's all about. I didn't know about that, and it's good to see that some Aussies are just going over there and having a go. Like if something comes up and there's the opportunity to go, that someone's going over there to do it.
And yeah, actually, I did know about this.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes, and sorry, Tony, you're probably off me at the moment about it, because I had spoken to Tony about this time last year, about even possibly going over with the boys.
Yep.
And then just crazy work life and all that.
Yeah.
But it was very reasonable, the costing.
Okay.
To go over there and do the tournament, what the fellas were doing. But I might pull my finger out, and we might get Tony on, because I know there would be a few good stories.
Yeah, we'll chase that up. And thanks for the email. And that, once again, this is what the Two Pelicans is about. If you've got something that you want to bring up, talk about, whether it's a good thing, a bad thing, or something indifferent, this is a platform to do it. We're happy to try and pick things apart where we can.
Poke the bear.
Poke the bear. Yeah. We try not to. We poke the bear when it's fair and equitable. And sometimes we do. Sometimes people like that. Sometimes people don't. That's okay. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. So, but anyhow, moving on. A couple of things. The ABT barrels at Monduran over the weekend, I see.
Yeah, records were broken.
Now, you're probably alluding to the Mondi men.
Yeah.
Yep. What did they get? 10 out of 10 for the estimated weight of 167 kilo. That's a lot of barra.
That's a lot of scales.
That's a lot of barra. Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. No, look, I've seen a few of the photos that ABT put up. It looked like everyone had a good time. I don't know if the fishing was red hot, but when someone comes to the scales with that,
it was red hot for someone.
Yeah.
Coming up, shoulders shaking, Conor McGregor. Do what you want.
So anyhow, I was just going to.
And the Wonga Teams event has started. Today's Tuesday. Shout out to the guys up there. I know Horn Dog and Mel have teamed up. Rapala Crush City team up there. So guys, give it hell. Yeah, I know they will. Hopefully Mel catches a couple of big slobs up there.
Do you want to talk about the Bass Electric while I find this other piece of news?
Damn straight I do.
There
I don't need a double intro for that. Yeah. All right. So not last weekend, the weekend before, we were up at Hins for the Rapala Crush City Hins round, the final round of our teams event, and it was a 2-day event. First day was outstanding. We saw a lot of teams weigh in. We had 18 teams in total, and I think 16 teams weighed in fish.
That's pretty good, yeah.
On the first day.
Yeah.
We had some cracking fish weighed in too on the first day. A couple of 2 kilo fish, big bass going to our boy Dex, taking it out with the Jollip big bass of 2.17 kilos. So very nicely.
2.17 kilo, big bass.
Yeah, big
at
bass.
Hins.
Yeah, Jollip. Hey, Jollip. Big bass.
There you go.
That's right. That's how we talk here.
Yep.
When we talk big bass, it's Jollip big basses here.
Jollip.
And then then Shane and Chesley took out the win with on the Sunday with another impressive 3 kilos. So they had over 5 kilos for the first day, and then 3 and a bit for the second, which gave them a good solid 8 and a bit kilos for your 6 fish. Then we had Stickland and Matty Taylor. Happy birthday, Matty Taylor, today, Tuesday. So I know you'll be listening to this on Friday and Saturday, brother. So happy birthday, big dog. Coming in second place, just shy of the boys as well. I think they missed out by 300 odd grams. Third place went to Adrian Wilson and his partner. I forget his partner's name. Sorry. I think they went under the team name Cheech and Chong or Wang and Chang. I don't know. It was something like that. And then fourth place was the Swains boys from the Floody Classic.
Oh yeah,
they came out in their little boat and for their first Bass Electrics event, and came in with a solid 4th place as well for the weekend, and then somehow 2 sneaky New South Welshmen finished off the top 5 with me and Sweet Chili Philly coming in 5th place.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So we had a nice day up there. First day we went up on the Friday. I actually pre-fished with Elion.
Yeah.
Me and Elion went up the Western Arm, found a couple of nice things. Didn't catch anything, but saw a lot that was interesting. Before Elion came, I was just walking around on foot through the drowned dragonfly around.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Chasing. Thought, I might get a toga.
I don't know.
Got 2.
What? 2 tigers?
2 tigers, baby. Yep, first up in the morning.
Wow.
Right around from the boat ramp. I was
saying that don't count in Bass Comp.
Mate, that doesn't. I don't care. I didn't care about the Bass Comp after I caught 2 tigers. I was like, I was so happy, and to get them on the drowned dragonfly as well.
Yeah,
I was pretty.
You're pretty impressed with that. I'm gonna have to have a play with that one.
Fucking loving it at the moment.
Yeah, righto.
So Hins was a great event. Shout out to Rapala Crush City, the whole team up there at Rapala. Thank you for the sponsorship. Everyone loved their little goodie bags and that. And get ready for our
good on Rapala too. Like they've been sponsoring a few different things this year, getting out there. Mick, whether it be Mick, Tim, they're sort of trying to get out there and have a crack at most events. So good on them.
Yeah, and we love Mitchie there with VMC as well.
Oh yeah, and Mitchie as well.
Don't forget that.
Yeah.
So look out next year. They'll hopefully jump on board again for a Hins round again.
Do you want a chook?
A chook?
I forgot to grab one.
I thought I
What the
wasn't gonna. I
fuck?
wasn't gonna say. I thought.
Oh my god!
I thought you
Are we
might have
having
ran out.
dry July or something.
Well, you said you had a big Thursday, and I thought,
I did think,
and I thought, oh shit, the chooks are gone.
Hang on.
All right, he'll be back in a second. Thank God, because I'm getting a bit pasty here. So yeah, Hinge was a great success. A lot of fish caught, and as I was saying, get ready for Maroon on the 22nd of November. Proudly sponsored by Chase Bait Australia. It is our last event of the year, and we will crown our AOY winner and our junior angler of the year. So some pretty cool prizes coming up for that. We've got, for angler of the year, we've got a $1,500 prize pack from Wilson Fishing, which I will get up soon to go pick up, which I'm pretty excited. Shout out to the chalk.
Easy XPA guys.
Yeah, which I'll get up there shortly to go pick out all those cool prizes for our angler of the year, and then the prize that I'm really excited about is our rookie of the year, which is a $500 ugly fish sunglass pack.
Oh, yep.
And a half day charter with Matthew Langford. So that's a very deadly prize pack.
That will be good,
especially for a young up and comer to spend a day with Langers on the water and pick his brain. Unreal prize pack. And yeah, shout out to Langers for donating that to the Bass Electric Tour. That's absolutely unreal.
100%, mate. Look, I'm just going through here. Crap. And I had it sort of there, and now I can't find what I'm looking for.
Oh, wobbly chalk, thank God.
But anyhow, I was just going to quickly talk about the QFFT, but for some reason I've lost my page that I was on for that.
Doesn't matter, New South Wales won.
New South Wales won the State of Origin. I was saying it did see a picture of Duffman's ugly head on there.
Yeah. Holding the trophy proud. Well done, Duffman.
Yeah, there he is there. I'm just trying to find. Grand final winners, Team J&M. Now, 5th year in a row. That's crazy. That's like, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Jordan Renz and Mitch Renz. So it looks like some brotherly love there. So well done to you guys. I'd go through the other stuff, but I'm just going to throw away my phone because I'm going to get the shits with it and I can't see because I'm getting blind. So the other thing I want to do is just shout out to the Fishing Mathis Shed, yourself,
Wayne Coley,
and also the Brushy Hotel as well for raising that money.
Yep.
I sort of didn't have a lot to do with that, but you guys pretty much drove that and raised over $500.
Yep, $500 over to there. So that's going to go to a beautiful cause up there to helping the kids up out west, northwest of us. And let's just say the person who won it was an elderly lady who ended up giving it to her son as a Christmas present.
Oh, so, there you go. How cool.
It ended up being quite a nice story. She randomly just bought a ticket at the pub.
As you do.
Saw it up there, saw the variety bash, and was like, asked a question, what was that? And she threw, I think she might have threw in $3 or something. Got 3 tickets and
got that.
Yeah. So there's some little lucky grandson out there that's is going to be bloody absolutely stoked when he sees what Nenny got him for Chrissy.
All right, we're going to call someone. He's no mug to the show. Oh, hello. I'll just calling you a mug. Oi, can you hear us?
Oh, this fucking phone. Hello.
Hello, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. How you going, mate?
It wouldn't be an episode with old P2 if there wasn't some technical drama.
Yep.
We don't need P2 here for technical issues.
Yeah, that's true too. How you been, mate?
Yeah, good. How are you boys?
Oh, just trying to tackle the days as it comes. I'll see if I can turn you up. Is that a bit louder now?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to ring you back. Will that work?
You can ring me back. You can do whatever you want. All right.
I'm going to ring you back.
It's probably your phone. Ring us on the work phone. No one needs to call Casino Outdoors, do they?
Oh, it's a good idea. See, now you're a fucking brain.
Oh, yeah. I'm the brains child, mate. Yeah. All right.
I'll call you back.
Bye. Well, there you go. So there's the introduction. P2 is coming on to have a bit of a yarn with us today. We haven't spoke to him for a while. Thought we'd get him on, have a quick bit of a yarn. He's obviously released some news there, I think, last night or the night before.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to him about that and all other things fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. You're back.
Look, I'm not going to lie. It was probably one of your best brainwaves you've had in a long time.
Mates, look, thanks for giving us a bit of time here. Mate, how you been?
I've been busier than a termite in a sawmill. I've been pretty busy.
Mate, look, we'll get into some of that stuff there a little bit later, but look, I guess we should just start with all the little fingers in the pie that you do have. You are obviously Joey Urquhart. You're also the owner of Jollip Lures. Mate, how's the lure thing been going at the moment? Got any new things coming up? Are you been like cutting sick on the timber fucking floor? What's going on, man?
No, the chompy chew's been a little bit quiet, just because I've been just flat out.
The
with some other
Chewy
stuff
Chomp.
that we'll obviously get to.
Yep.
The Chewy Chomp. The
Yep.
Chewy Chomp's had a little bit of a rest. He's been rested up there, which has been good. But no, just battling away. I've got ample orders there, which I've been trying to get through. But as the viewers will hear there in a minute, I've had some other stuff that's been going on that's sort of just taken priority there, for a few months, just while getting everything sorted. So, but no, it's still, I was literally, just as you called them, sitting here drilling holes and lures, just so far behind, just trying to do a bit of multitasking and get back up to a place that I like to be, which isn't like 12 months behind.
Yeah, no, fair enough, mate. Hey, and for the listeners out there that wouldn't have listened to maybe some of our earlier episodes when you and I were doing it, can you explain the technical term of the Chewy Chomp machine?
So the Chewy Chomp's me body machine, basically. It's a bit of a secret little weapon, that little thing. It's hidden behind locked doors, and Mick looked at it one day and he goes, I don't know what the fuck you call that thing, but I'm pretty sure if you put your arm in it, it'll Chewy Chomp it off. So that's how good it's named.
Hey, look, how's the you been doing much fishing lately? You've been out on the Richmond. What's the fishing thing been like for you at the moment, considering you've got all these other things going on?
The fishing's been good. I haven't been doing a lot, but given yet again, when we talk about the other thing here, I have been spending a bit of time on the river. The river's just fishing ridiculous. It's some of the best fishing I've seen ever on the Richmond River. It's look, I'm not going to say world record size bass, but when you can go out and you're averaging 40 forkers for the day and you're catching about 5 dozen of them, I don't know, that's pretty good fishing in my book. So, and when they're eating top water all day, I don't think it gets any better, to be honest.
Is it fair to say that the Richmond could be the cleanest it's been in a very, very long time?
It wasn't until about 2 days ago.
I was about to say, probably until Friday. You're probably bang on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
no, we didn't get much
coming up.
Yeah.
No, look, it is still really good, but we've because it was just a bit of a storm, the dirty water's actually taking quite a bit of time to come down. And it only hit here town today, and it's putrid. It's just like mud, which is a little bit concerning because there's no water behind it yet. It'll just hang around, and it'll take a long time to clear, where if you get another big storm behind it, it'll blast it out and off it goes.
Yeah.
ABT must be coming to town.
That's right. Yeah, it wouldn't be a tournament without a bit of river run. But no, look, it's been fishing exceptionally well. Like I said, the best it has been in a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Now, look, I thought I'd just deviate from this to get the word out there, and you might turn around and go, "No, Mick, something's happened," and shut up. But, mate, the family business is up for sale, which is also your family's obviously been great to me over the years and helping me out, as well as many other anglers as well, I should add. Mate, walk us through that decision and maybe tell me why you didn't want to take it on. In a positive way.
Because I'm fucking busy. No, look, Mum's not getting any younger, Dad's the same, and they just come to that time in their life, and I'd made it quite clear that obviously you've known for a long time that it wasn't something that interests me. I put my time into Jollip and obviously my next little venture that I've been working on as well, and not that I'm old, but at my age, to sort of to go into that much debt's not really something I'd really need to do. And if I'm going to borrow that much money, I can guarantee it's not to become busier; it's to buy a property on the river somewhere, or something like that. Yeah, that's probably the main reason. Look, it's not because it's not a great business. It's just I'm not in the right time in my life to be doing that, and quite frankly, I just don't need the stress. I've got enough stresses with the other business ventures, so yeah, it's all up for sale. And
but let's talk quickly about the success for that. How long has your parents been in there? And then prior to that, I mean, how long has that been there for? Because it's been there since I can ever remember, like when I moved to Casino, which would have been about 17 years old. It was there then.
Look, we're trying to work it out the other day. I'm pretty sure the business itself's been here for about 33 years, roughly. So it is a long-established business, and obviously you had the firearms originally, and then when the business got sold to Mum, the previous owners obviously took the firearms down the street and set up their own thing, which was awesome. And so I think you're looking at about 15 years, I think Mum's had it. But prior to that, she worked here for 3 or 4 years as well. So she's done her due diligence here, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, and good on them as well. And you know, their next stage, hopefully looking for the retirement stage in life, and you know, they've worked bloody hard to get there.
That's right, mate. And like we know, you know, there's always people younger than ourselves that have fallen off their perch, so you don't want to wait too long. You want to get out and enjoy it, and
Yeah. Now, talking about enjoyment, let's get into this new venture now. Look, you and I sort of spoke about all sorts of things over the years, and this podcast being one of them. But this new venture is obviously very, very exciting. And, you know, I know, and we won't talk about it on the podcast now, but I know that there's going to be other ventures in the background that are going to have a similar sort of take on this, but I know that you'll be working in the background, because anything that you do, you don't want to do it half-assed. You want to, I guess, get it to the point where you're happy with what your service or product is, whether it be a lure or what we're about to talk about next. And, you know, I'm pretty excited to see that you've sort of pretty much got it to where you want it. So drop it on us. What's going on, mate?
So, yeah, something I've obviously wanted to do from a young age, but it always seems something that's out of reach, is to be a fishing guide. You know, everyone that loves fishing is like, man, I'd love to be a dude that takes people fishing every day. And obviously, as fun as it is, with that, there's challenges. It is a job at the end of the day. You need to be at a professional level. And look, we're 2025 this day and age. Your T's have to be crossed, your I's need to be dotted. You cannot do it incorrectly. So the decision was to do it properly. So, yeah, a couple of months ago, started, boats in survey, all that fun process dealing with government organisations, which they're so fun to deal with. And back and forwards, and yeah, went and sat my tickets. So yeah, over there, I'm a qualified commercial boat operator, which is very exciting, and we are kicking off fishing with Jollip guiding. So yeah, very excited. Literally just finalising some insurance stuff today. Hopefully going to take our first client Friday afternoon for a twilight charter.
Beautiful.
There's so much involved in it, man. Like, and it makes you realise there's so many fucking half-assed cowboys that run things in this country, because the stuff that's involved in it. And I guess my advice to anyone that's wanting to get into it and have a crack is just do it properly. Like, it's not going to cost you $500. Like, that's just, get that out of your head, you know. Like, people complain about paying insurances. Like, by the time I'm finished, like my business insurance for Joel, the time I get my commercial boat insurance, and the time I add on my liability, I'm going to be looking at about $250 a month for insurances. That's such a small price to pay to lose everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I don't think it's too bad. I think it's pretty reasonable. And yeah, we're just ticking off that box. Finished with Club Marine there before, which was they were an absolute pleasure to deal with. They're one of the only sort of organisations that organise a whole one-on package, you know, for commercial boat and liability all in one, which was really, really refreshing, because the less things you have to worry about, the better.
Yeah, that's right. And look, yeah, I have to say, and you know, maybe I want to throw some money at the show, but I've used them all the time and find them very, very simple to use. So, but anyhow, mates, tell us what the difference is with the Jollip chartering versus another charter service? I know, I've been in the boat with you a few times over the years, we could say, and I sort of know what you're probably going to get. But away from like great knowledge of fishing, what else is this service going to offer?
Look, basically, what we're offering is it's not just that typical charter. You know, like we've left that word charter out on purpose because we don't want that to be in there. You know, like we're offering a guiding service. So, well, you might not come out with the world's biggest bass. I can guarantee you that you're going to learn something, and I'm pretty sure you're going to have a laugh or two.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Now, I think I took the piss out of you a little bit there. You released this there, I think it was last night, was it?
Yes, Sunday
night, sorry. And, there will be a fair bit of hopefully some breakdancing on the boat. Can customers get excited about the concept of you doing some breakdancing on the front cast deck?
Look, if you're gonna pay your money, we can do anything. Anything's possible.
Yeah, no limits when the money's there, right?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Nothing is unlimited. We can do anything. If you're gonna pop out your mullah, I could even wear a G-string around and dance around if you like. We're not too fussy here at Fishing with Jollip.
$20 is $20.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. $20 is $20. Yeah, no, look, I've been working hard. You know, I think I might have mentioned to you off phone that our full day service. You know, like on paper, you look, yeah, okay, $760 for a full day on the water, but if you split that between your mate, it's like $380 or whatever it works out each, which isn't a lot of money for a day out.
Yeah.
In that day, if we can provide a full day, in that price is your lunches included. Now, I'm not making jelly buddy sandwiches with peanut butter. I'm not making Vegemite sandwiches. We're pouring up, and I'm buying your pub lunch for dinner. Like we're not cutting any corners. It's going to be a full experience, you know. And I think what better way? You fish for 5 hours. It's 11:30. You've still got 4 or 5 hours left in the session, and we want to make a full day of it. What's better? Clients can pop off, have a nice cold beer. We can have a burger. I think that itself is a whole day experience. You know, it's not just the fishing's a bit quiet. It wasn't that great of a day. If we can make that whole experience more enjoyable for everyone on board, well, I think that's a plus.
I know a good pub on the Clarence River that you could pop into. Give your mates rates as well, so you get a bit more in your back pocket.
Yep. He's going to have to make sure that those cleats are nice and clean down there because that boat's going to be getting tied up there quite regularly. Let me tell you that.
And
the Rod and Reel Hotel.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was thinking that what we might do is try and get some chooks to you as well, just to just as a bit of for the first couple of guys or first few that jump on. Yeah, let's do that. Like, let's have a chook at the end of the day, and hopefully you get a lovely testimonial. We'd love to sort of hear about their experience, because there's one thing about you is that you're very passionate in all aspects of life. Anything you throw your hand to, you're a pretty passionate person. Sometimes, and I'll be honest, and you probably know this, sometimes I sit back and go, holy shit, you're going to go to that level? And you're like, yep, I'm fucking doing it. And I sort of sit there and go, oh, wow, okay, well, this is serious, you know what I mean? And you know, it's a credit to yourself, because, you know, you sort of, to a point, you've rejuvenated the timber lure scene a little bit over the years. You know, you started off like anyone else, started small, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. You go to the lure expos, and mate, you hardly have anything left by the end of it. Where and how's this drive come about? Was it something that you sort of had at a young age, or was it just hanging out with me a lot and you realised that you had to be a better person?
Yeah, you were a pretty good inspiration to do better in life, mate. Let me tell you that. No. I don't know, man. I've always been like that. I just figure, what is something half-assed? Like, I just think if you go to the effort to do something, it's like, for example, like, I just explore. Hey, like, if I go on my canoe, I'll explore. And my way of thinking is, like, if I've gone 20 Ks in a day, why don't I just go 25? Like, what's in that next 5 kilometres?
Oh, I hate that mindset, but because before you know it, It's pitch black, fucking dark, and you're dragging a canoe through a fucking cow paddock.
Yeah, but that's a later problem. That's a later. That's not a now problem. That's a later problem. You don't worry about it. But no, look, I've always just been, I don't know, like obviously I'm on the spectrum. I'm full of ADHD. I'm full of everything. But I've always been just full on like that. I was just like, I just don't see the point in doing something half-assed. And I've definitely done that with the lures, you know. Like, I love it. If it's something I'm passionate about, I just jump in, and it's funny, like, you see people come and go from fishing, and I'm like, how could you do that? Like, you haven't worked it all out. Like, I'm not quitting fishing until I've worked it out, which I never will work it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think a lot of people, you know, especially in the guiding scene, jump in, and it's just full, boom, 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 and, you know, after 12 months, 18 months out, they're gone. Well, I'm sort of planning on doing it the other way, you know. I'm just going to soft into it. And then next year, obviously, whatever happens with the shop, I'm going to make that jump into full-time lure making, and this is just going to be that perfect thing, two days a week. And I guess that's another great thing about our charters as well. Like, a lot of guiding stuff is all weekend-based. I don't want to fish of a weekend. No one likes fishing of a weekend because too many fucking morons on the water. So a lot of our stuff, we're going to be offering midweek stuff. Like, anyone that runs their own business or whatever, they can take midweek off. And from a point of view, like, you're going to pay your money, I'd much rather pay it on a Tuesday or Wednesday than pay it on a weekend, because the weekend's not going to be as good. It's just, we know that with fishermen, the weather's never as good as the weekend. It's 50,000 boats on the water. I want to go out on a Tuesday where I know I can run 100 kilometres on this river and not see one buck. That's one of our things that I think we a little bit different, because, you know, a lot of guys that are doing it part-time are concentrating on weekends. Well, we're going to be the opposite. So, looking forward to it.
Yeah, look, and I think that's a fair and valid point too. And I would encourage anyone that wants to throw that money, that they try and have that day off through the week to do that. You know what I mean? Like, that totally makes sense. And one thing that I was just thinking about while we were just talking about this was is there going to be a camera on board? Is there going to be some Jollip YouTube showing the experience?
There's got to be a blooper. There's got to be a blooper reel.
Maybe with 1 or 2 blooper reels at the end. But is that something that's
it's a good
coming?
Question. I've actually been asked that a bit, and while I did put some thought into it, the simple answer is going to be no.
Yep.
Pure and simply because you're paying your money to come with me. I want you to have 100% of me. I don't want you to have 30% of me because I'm plugging this in and I'm doing this and I'm getting the camera out. Like, it's about the client. 100%. I'm going to have my phone on the dash. We're going to take so many photos. Instagram is going to be spammed with this stuff. But as far as the filming, I think it's not fair to the client. I think I'm just going to concentrate on that. Obviously, if they're hooked up, we'll get a few little reels here and there on the phone. But I think that's as far as I'm going to go with that. You know, I just think if I'm paying big money to go with someone, I don't want them to be fucking around. I want me to be their only concern. So
and that's a
and
real,
I've been
real
on a lot
point.
of charters. Yeah, and I've been on a lot of charters, and some really good ones, some not so good ones. So it's great to pick little bits out of each one and go, well, hey, I want to do that. And I think the number one is saying you do not pick up that rod. Like, I've been with dudes, man, that cast in front of, and I'm like, someone's paying money, you don't fish. Like, if they're not, like, twitching the frog right or they're not doing something, I'll pick one up and put a cast into the middle of the river and go, oh, hey, mate, like, just do this. But I'm not going to fish. I don't think there's any
100%.
time for that anymore. Like, if someone's paying, they're paying for your time to show them they don't want to watch you catch a fish. So
that's right, 100% right, and I think that's a fair and really good answer to that question, because, you know, there's a lot of money that's tied up in going to these things now. Like, back in the day, it was probably a third of what you're talking about. Now, like you say, 2025, insurance is killing the world, petrol, the rest of it. All right, it's just the way it is now. Does this mean, with all this going on, is the YouTube channel having a slight little break, or are we going to see you out on your little special paddleboard, whatever the hell that thing is, blow-up thing?
Well, at the moment, it's deconstructed, get under a maintenance. I'm on the slip getting some maintenance done to it. But look, I think I definitely want to have a bit more me time, and that's just the paddleboard's going to be it. Are you going to see a video a week? Probably not. Are you going to see maybe one a month? I think so. that's been super cool. I've had dudes like tagging me and like
Yeah.
Instagram stuff saying, "Oh, hey, like I'm pulling the paddleboard out. Like, thanks for the inspiration." I'm like, fucking how good's this? That was the whole point of it at the beginning. And if I can get one person out just to have fun, something out of their comfort zone, well, that's the job done. Like that's it. That's all I need.
22nd of November is still free, isn't it, Bob?
What was that, mate?
The 22nd of November is still free, bud, isn't it, Bob? What we were talking about?
Well, yeah, I don't know. We're just going to play that one. But yeah, if I rock up on my paddleboard, I'll rock up, and I'm probably going to dump it in the drink. We'll play that one by year.
I see where this is going.
Put it this way: if I rock up, there'll be no pre-fish.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I won't be pre-fishing it either.
Talking about a little bit of pre-fishing, I might shift your mind thoughts to the Australian Bass Open on the Clarence here in a few weeks' time, and then the grand final on the Richmond, mates. What's your thoughts of how these things are going to fish? Who's going to go good in these particular times of the year on these rivers? And, who are you expecting to take the chocolates?
Look, I got no idea on the Clarence because I haven't been down there. I did hear maybe a whisper there was a lot of small fish plaguing up the river, which is probably playing the hand this time of year with the way everything's been. But look, I think the local boys are obviously a pretty good show down there in the Open. Like I haven't looked at the list, but if Tags is fishing it, he's always up there. Another little thing, I think, if the tides probably aren't ideal, I may or may not have looked at the tides before. If someone can get into the Esk River, obviously that's going to be a huge player. But given I was there recently, I would struggle. So, yeah, if someone's got a big set of kahunas and holds a flat and gets in there, I think that's always going to be a hard one. But, mate, up here on the Richmond, the way it's fishing, anyone can win. Anyone that's fishing from Broadwater to Lismore or Casino can win. From what I've seen, the fish are everywhere. And that's not just saying that. They literally are everywhere. I covered 195 kilometres last weekend in my boat, and we caught fish everywhere we went. So that's a really refreshing thing to see. They're not piled up, and I hope to see the boats are spread out. Of course, I'm going to back Big Timmy Oakley because he's borrowed my boat. I'd love to see the Jollip machine get a win under its belt. But
hey, well, now it's all surveyed. It'll be in ship shop shape. You know what I mean? Like there shouldn't be any dramas with it.
Well, it is. I've spent so much money on it. I've fixed all the broken parts are fixed on it. It's been very well maintained, so which I'm very excited about. But no, look, I will say if anyone does see my boat on the river in the next 2 weeks, it's not Tim fishing. It's just me taking clients out. So don't get your knickers in the night. But no, mate, it's yeah, I'd love a bit of a dark horse to win it. To be honest, I'd love to see someone that's not in the biggest fancy flashiest boat, and I'd love to see Timmy win it. Timmy sold his boat, hasn't got to go. Someone like that would not sell the boat and keep it, I'd love to see. So
yeah. Hey, it just come to mind too. The one thing about your guiding service is if someone was to ring you up and say, "Hey, look, I just want to fish a particular way, a certain way, or I've never caught a bass on surface," or something like that. You're right to accommodate that sort of thing, do you think? Or is there sort of like a set game plan, depending on obviously the time of the year, the tides, water clarity, you know what I mean? How do you address that?
No, that's really the way I want to do it. Hey, I want someone to ring me and say, "Hey, mate, I've seen you use top water frogs. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What do I do?" And I'll literally have 2 rods on the deck and we will go frog fishing for the first few hours anyway. So, no, that's definitely sort of the angle I want to take. Some blokes might just say, "Hey, I want to see how you fish the river," and we'll have a spinnerbait on or a jig on or a crankbait, a bit of everything. But I really do want to dive into that Pacific technique stuff because I think that's where you're going to learn more, you know yourself, if you go jew fishing and take a broom rod, we don't end up jew fishing.
That's right.
So it's like if you want to catch them on top water, we throw top water and that's all you throw.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, definitely that's, a huge sort of way we want to go for sure.
Yeah. And look, another thing too, I guess, is there any, things that people might not recognise that you could be offering You said you did mention Rod and Reel Hotel, which sounded good. But the other thing was, like, you don't have some little humpy sort of set up on the river, and there's a spot to kick back, and just mellow, taking the scenery. Maybe there's something on the Richmond River that's worth just stopping and saying that there's a bit of history behind it.
Yeah, probably nothing in that aspect at the moment, but definitely next year I want to do like package deals. I'm going to say, hey, first and best dress, it's going to be 3 days. We're going to hit, I'm just going to use this as an example, we're going to hit the gorge, all your camping gear supplied. I cook, I supply everything. You rock up, you pay your money, and you come for a trip.
Can
I
you
definitely
cook?
want to do that sort of stuff.
Can you cook?
Define cook.
Jaffles?
Jaffles, yeah.
No, we're good, mate. I can, as long as we keep things simple, a bit of steak and salad, we'll be sweet.
Yeah, we're sweet then. All right.
It's funny you mentioned that, Bo. I was just sorting out my insurance before, and one of the questions were, will you be cooking and providing food for the client? So they must fucking think that I'm going to kill them with food poisoning or something. So.
In the mushroom lady.
I'll help you out with your food safety certificate, man. There's one question. There's a cunt.
But no, mate, I'm going to cater to everyone, I'm going to, and look, it's not just bass. I'm going to do flooded stuff. Like, if it's school holidays, you ring me up and you're like, hey, man, we're at Yamba. I've seen your flyer in the tackle store. I want to go and catch whiting on yabbies with my young bloke. Sweet. I'll get the yabby pump. We'll go and pump yabbies. I'll show you how to do it. We'll go and catch whiting. And then, even better, I'll clean them, put them on ice, and you can take them home for dinner. So,
and that's what I was going to ask.
At the end of the day, people...
Because that's what I was going to ask. Because you're not just a bass guru. You're a bit of an all rounder. Like, you've got, your jacks, your Jew, you can go rat out 100 bream if you want to. So are you going to be open to whatever the customer wants? Obviously, you're not going to take them out off Evans chasing Black Marlin or anything like that in the Black Beauty, but you probably will. You're crazy enough to do it.
AMSA wouldn't appreciate that with my boat not being surveyed for offshore. I don't think they'd appreciate that. But no, 100%, man. If you want to go flooded with plastics, we'll go throw flooded for plastics. And I guess that's the beauty of our operation. It's not just bass. I'm a little bit versatile. I've got all the gear. I have everything there ready to go, from light spin gear through to 10 pound up to that 10 to 20 pound stuff for our schoolies and stuff. So we've got all bases covered, and I really do want to get in the holidays and just pump yabbies and show people how to do it, because they're the simple little things that we've been taught that, the small and the kid run around the sand flats. I couldn't give a fuck that their boat's covered in sand at the end of the day. I don't care, as long as that kid and his dad have had the best time, and they've got $20 or $30 of fish fillets to take home. Well, that's a cheap day. It's a cheap day. Looking forward to it, and can't wait.
Yeah. I guess the other thing with all this, you obviously got the boat surveyed and that, but just talking about Jewfish and that, if people said to you, and I don't know if your insurances cover this, if you were to take someone for a fishing off the rocks experience for Jewfish and lures, like, is there no limits, or is it sort of got to be defined back to the boat?
No, I think I'd be okay. I have thought about that, especially when the mullet are running in winter and that little deal that I like doing. But I think, that'd be really like a specific thing to that person. It's like, well, hey, like, what's your physical ability? Like, what do you like climbing around the rocks in the night? Because at the end of the day, it is quite dangerous.
Yeah.
It would be something I'd look at, but I think
a little bit like the gorge as well, because, you get to the first set of falls and the only way is up, in my mind.
Yeah. That's exactly
the only
right.
way is up.
Looking forward to it and can't bloody wait.
No, that's good, mate. Mates, look, we better let you get back to your day job. Thanks for giving us the time and talking about your new venture. I think a lot of the listeners are going to be pretty interested about what you're offering there. If you don't know Joe, like I think some of us or most of us do, that the $700 for the day would be a really, really good day out. I know you and I, we tend to do this stuff for free sometimes, but we always have a good time doing it. But mates, the experience, not only that, but just your knowledge on the river, I think, is just so valuable. And even watching you through tournaments, just fishing with you when we've been mucking around in the day, or sometimes when we had no sleep and woke up the next day, your fishing ability
And won.
your fishing ability is second to none. So look, on behalf of the two Pelicans, mates, I hope it all goes well, and we'll talk to you soon.
I appreciate it, boys. And look, I do appreciate you getting me on. And at the end of the day, if you don't catch a fish, that's not the end of the day. If the client or the young bloke that's there, if he walks away on a smile in his face, and then that makes him go fishing again, well, the job's done, It's not all about catching the fish. It's about the experience. So hopefully we can nail it.
All right. Sounds good. All right, mate. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, boys. Bye.
See you, Captain. He's now captain.
He's captain.
Well, I want to know if is it Captain Jollip, Captain Joey? What is it in the bedroom, Captain Jollip?
P2.
P2. Captain P2 now.
Captain P2. Yeah. So there you go, guys. You just heard it from P2 himself. What he's up to his next venture. He's always coming up with new ideas, especially in the fishing industry as well. And I really do think that he's got quite a particular niche there just with the person that he is. You know what I mean? Like the fish and all that will come, you'll catch fish. There's no doubt about that. But his knowledge is second to none. And you'll walk away from that experience a better angler.
Oh, God, yeah. The way that he breaks down a water system. And not only that, but the hours that he's spent on the Richmond already. Is
second to none.
Is worth more than $750 for a trip.
Like. Yeah, no, 100%. All right, guys. Look, just as a little bit of a final thing, we've still got the shirts. They're $40, but we might be having a Christmas special coming up soon, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in our future episodes. But anything else from yourself before we go?
No. Get ready. It's going to be a big end of the year. I've got next week's listener already locked in.
We will have a busy run to the year, and how we go. And there you go. There was a little tip, was it? What was that? Was that a tip? Wasn't it?
A little tip.
Look, we'll as we move into the end of the year, I think we will get some pretty interesting gurus on. We probably will take the break of January and go from there like we did last year. So I don't know if I'll put a best of on, but hopefully there's now
best of. There's 60-something best of. Go
60,
watch one of them.
There's 60-something of them now. So if you haven't seen us all, they're back on YouTube. They're also on Spotify or the Fruit Phone stuff.
Were you at the markets on Sunday?
Might have been
wearing a shirt.
Might have been.
Yeah, I got a message. Someone.
Did you?
Yeah, and then someone was like, "Oh, is that you?" And I was like, "Yeah." So, yep. Shout out to the people, and look, if you want one of the shirts,
mate, they're Australian-made shirts, and we didn't get them from China or anything like that. So they're quality shirts, and we're doing a shirt swap with someone at the moment. And I just want to say that our shirts are just the quality is like second to none. And I've worn some shirts in my time, and I'm not shitting you when I say that. So.
No, I've bashed around it in the kitchen because it's a black shirt. And I wrap it at the pub as well.
Yeah.
And it can handle some shit.
Yeah, and that's it. All right, guys, you've been listening to the Two Pelicans. If you want to drop us a line, send us on through Messenger or twopelicanspodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And that's it. Hooroo.
Over
hey,
and out.
Peter.
Oh, wrong button again.
I knew they were going to press yellow.
Yellow was bad. Red's good, apparently. All right.